Hello. This is gonna be a very rambling video, but I felt like making it, so it's so true, Queen. So true, so true. But yeah, you can call me Skull. That's obviously not my real name, but it's very. I just wanted to talk about my experience as a day one Wuwa player. I was here since launch, since the game came out. So, and I've been playing since pretty much almost every single day. It's only like a few days I missed, and like they weren't really anything major, and like we're pretty early along. But like I've pretty much been playing for every single patch, and to like show off a little, I have oh, I have pretty much almost every single character. I am I am literally missing just Verena because I was a fool and picked Calcaro. I have okay, I have almost most people's signature weapons, except Zeiji's and Yao's because I felt like saving, and I did try to get Yao's, but he just didn't want to give me his weapon, so too bad. I've had pretty much every. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not exactly a free to play player. Not a whale, but I've forked over cash. Cheng Li is the one I've spent real money on, like directly, just to get her, and ended up getting her S2 by pure luck. Seriously, like when I got her, or both were two extra copies with her. It was insane. People have, many people wish death upon me. We are married. Yeah. So, Wuthering Waves. I've definitely very much one of my favorite games in a very long time, and I've it's like consider how I've been playing it since like from launch, which was interesting. I really liked the launch, but it was definitely like, and I didn't have like too many like technical issues that other people have, luckily. But there were still issues. Like the story was very. It was a story. I didn't hate the story as much as other people, but also like it was very boring, especially before you met Scar. And yeah, very safe to say this is not. Oh, there's a cat. It's a little boy. Yeah, he agrees. But yeah, the story of 1.0 was very not just was not very good. It was not the best. It was not the worst. I felt interested in like the lore, but it was not. But like what was there was very not good, and like it only like picked up like after you met Scar, and then like to the end, and yeah, I like that like the last half of the story, but it was also still not very like especially comparison to like 2.0 and even the later patches like 1.1, which was very solid in my opinion, and like definitely like uh, yeah, I guess to like go from there, like the story is definitely like one of the biggest things to have improved since launch. And like a lot of the patch, and like there is definitely like some like very good like story bits in the patches. Like I think 1.1 and 1.3 were the best in terms of story, but like I really I loved explore like Mount Firmament and like Jinshi's story, and the Black Shores is such a beautiful and interesting area, and I really liked learning all of that, and like Storekeeper, who was our wife. She's all of our lives. Yeah. And like her patch was like definitely where like the presentation like skyrocketed for me. Like there's some of those cutscenes I was like I was still in awestruck like hours after finishing this story because of how like insanely high quality they were. It's like holy shit, this is like in the engine. Like this is like real time kinda. It's like holy fuck, it looks so good. And I'm very glad that it's like very maintained in 2.0, and honestly like I think 2.0 is like 2.0 is a lot of really great presentation in its story that makes it really engaging. And one of my favorite things about the 2.0 story is that the characters actually talk to each other. Like like I definitely noticed it in 1.3 and especially in 1.4's story where it's like the characters just would not be on the same screen as each other. Like in the Black Shores, like not none of them were together. Not a single Black Shores member was on the same screen as each other. Like Alto was there, but nope, no Alto and Shorekeeper like having like a chat or anything. No like Camellia or Encore anywhere. And like I've seen people say like, oh, that's because like they're busy or whatever. But it's also like they made up the story. They could have figured out a reason for like why they're there. It's like, oh, they're just on like oh break, or they're like dealing with Tethys since that was the big plot. And in 1.4, the dream story event, I was so disappointed. That is easily my least favorite of the story in Wuwa. And like like maybe like more worse than 1.0, not because it's bad, but because it's like I like the marketing for it kind of really like hyped up like, oh, here's all of these characters and they're gonna interact. Like it kind of seems like it's gonna be ensemble. Nope, none of them interact. Chang Li and Yin Yin have like after you finish the story, like you see Yin Yin and Chang Li like kind of like chatting. Don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You don't know. They don't say anything together. Like none of these characters that like some of them I really like. Like I love Shang Li and Yin Yin. Like there's some of my favorites. But and like that I thought and I did feel like the event gave some like good like character bits, like Yin Yin's dream and how like, oh, she's like she's very worried about failing her missions and fucking things up. And it's like, oh, there's some like here's some like oh she's like a person. She has worries. She's not like the ultimate secret agent woman. And yeah, it's like none of them interacted, and it really felt like that was kind of like the idea of being sold or advertised, and that just didn't happen. And it's like, okay, this is egregious. This is really bad. Like, and like a lot of people like don't like the kind of like Wover harem gathering vibes thing. I'm iffy on it sometimes. I don't like it's very much a just comes with the territory thing. Like this is a gacha game with where the appeal is like you have are you're gambling for waifus and husbandos and shit. So like it doesn't really bother me too much. But what did but what very much bothered me way more is the fact that like the characters there just wasn't really any good like character attractions except in like 1.0. Like I remember like doing Encore's companion quest, and it's like, oh my, I was like so shocked to see Verena because like, oh my god, the characters like on the same screen next to each other. It was like, and like, it wasn't really like all that much in the first place, like in that Encore and Verena meetup in Encore's companion quest, but it's still like two playable characters were on the screen together, which happens very much. Which is why I really, really love the 2.0 cast, the Renacita characters, like Carlotta, who is easily the best character in the game. Like, like Carlotta is easily one of the best written characters in the game right now, in my opinion. If you haven't done her companion quest, do it. It's without a doubt the best quest in the game. It fleshes her out so good. You really get a sense of like who she is as a person and like her life, and like she's got a lot going on. She's like a character. She's a person, and that's kind of how I feel about like everyone in Renacida, where it's like even the characters that like we didn't get like a ton of, like Rosia and Phoebe, like you still got some sense of like who they are, especially through like how they interact with people, like how Rosia like kind of like teases Brant a little. It's like how she's kind of like a little in charge, even though she's just like the first mate. Just like funny, and like, I'm very interested in seeing like her companion quest, especially after doing Carlotta's, and like she, yeah, like I think everyone's like really like you get a better sense of the Benocita characters than you did the Jinjo characters. Like some of them like had like 5 seconds of screen time, if that. Unless if her name is if her name is Dan Jin or Kalkaro, you have not appeared at all, which is really weird. I hope you show up still at some point. But yeah, like the characters like Zani. The moment I saw her, the show revealed her design, I fell in love, and then when I played through the story, oh, I will pull for her no matter what. No matter what she is, her character is. She could be the worst character, and I will still pull. She's everything to me, and I need more Zani. I need more Zani. I cannot wait. I can't wait for more of the story. It was like the story of 2.0 is not the most like it's not the most unique or greatest story of all time, but it was very solid. Like like the characters were great. They had like great interactions with each other. There was like interesting ideas being like conveyed, like the Order of the Deep and like their like kind of like corruption, which like obviously like evil church. Never heard of that before. I know it's so it's not it was not that shocking of a twist, but it's still like the way they kind of explored it, and especially like how the story was like presented and conveyed. I saw it made the experience really enjoyable and makes me very excited to see more. I saw these wonderful, wonderful designs and all these echoes. I love Pub Top. Pub Top is a very good boy. It's just like the art direction for 2.0 is easily like like Kung Long is just like Jinzhou. It's not even a competition. It's just like there's just like a lot more like interesting and varied areas in Renacida and Laguna in comparison to like I've like 100% like all the zones, and I haven't 100% all the 2.0 zones, but I've explored everything. It's like I've seen it all, I've done it all, and like yeah, like this is like there was some like interesting like visually places. Like I think the dim forest lightning axe, especially like before you fixed it, and Norfall Barrens maybe. I'm not too crazy about that. Like were probably like the most interesting areas in the base in the launch, and like they're not really that. It's like they're not bad, but I think like Mount Firmament with like when it launched, it was such a different vibe, and it was just like beautiful and wonderful, and it's like very cool, very cool. And then of course Blackshore is just gorgeous place that like I wish had more daily quests so I could visit it more, because after you complete it, just not many reasons to go there beyond just like hey like chill and like make YouTube graphics videos. But like reading the Cena, it's just like there's like it's like just all bangers. And we just okay. I would just I'm gonna just use this. Just like explore around a bit, because you know like it's one thing to like hear it and then just and it's another just like see it. It's like it's very much just like it just like reminds me of like my feelings of like playing through like Elden Ring and then Shadow of the Erd Tree, where like Elden Ring was a very like magical experience of exploring the world, but like Shadow of the Erd Tree, it's like, oh, they're actually we could actually be even better than that the base game, where like oh here's like a lot of very interesting and varied locations, and like with like it's and like it's all like kind of like build on top of each other, like I'm a big fan of verticality in in world designs, so like I'm a big fan of fight as you can see, but yeah, it's like I feel like the world like look at the map, it almost seems kind of smaller than Jinzhou, so it's probably like about the same size, but it definitely feels it feels large in just like how dense it is and like how much there is to like see and explore and do. That's just like, oh my god. Fuck off. Fuck off, wolves. I'm a little dumb. This is a rambling video. This is not high quality content. I'm sorry. Or maybe it is because we got a high quality girl. High quality mafia princess. Just like there's just a lot of really gorgeous areas with immaculate art design. Like the vault, like but the vault is just like I'm just gonna teleport. The vault is really special, in my opinion. Like, well, there's a lot of really special areas. Like when I like first went here, like like I saw like that like liquid falling like streaming down. Like I saw like oh is that like sewage or something. And I like went over here. It's like oh no, it's gold. It's they're like liquid gold here at the bank, the Montelli Vault. And it's like holy fuck, these bitches are so rich and wealthy. It's like it conveys like it could. There's just like this feels rich. It's just there's just so and it's like gold light. It's just it's like and there's like the weird sky castle thing. wonder when it's there. Maybe something. Who knows? And just feels like a good place to also like show off Carlotta's gameplay. Carlotta is ah. This is not going to be elite gaming, but so yeah, I'm a very big fan of Carlotta. Yes, as easily the thing that as most kept me like saying here in Wuwa, like despite like the story not being the best until like now, was just the gameplay. Like Chang Li is very very fun, and like I'm excited for people who haven't gotten her to like get her. It's just like it just feels good to play this game. Like like the characters have like they're very flashy, they're very fun. Like even like the 4 stars like dungeon, like before the game came out, like she was one of my favorites, the ones I was one of the characters I'm looking forward to the most. And like she got like combos and like with her resident skill. It's like holy shit, this is crazy. This is a 4 star. And like it's like I'm excited to see like what kind of characters we get in the future. Like we're like coming up to like the 1 year anniversary. It's like what the fuck is that character going to be play like? And then like everyone feels very like varied. Like ah, just I love this game. Yeah, just say like I I was gonna like mention this earlier, but we ramble, so we woos, no script, do it live. So like I very much already was like very familiar with kurogames before playing Wuwa. Like the only like the big reason why I was even interested in Wuwa because I love Punish the Grey Raven. I am very much not a launch player, but I played it for like a few years now, and I have like a lot of the characters. It's just like it's so good. It's so fun. I really need to be caught up on the story in TGR, especially because like there's a lot more story than Wuwa currently, and it's and yeah, like Wuthering Waves and Peach are both have very much cases of very questionable launches and not like the best stories, but like a lot of potential, and then Kuro just captures the potential and goes further beyond. Like, this was like this is like almost like a completely different game, 2.0. Faceless. Like, there's just so many improvements that Kuro has done over like since launch, and it just feels really good. It's like even like the nightmare echoes like have like making like new versions of the base game echoes, and just like they're just better and more fun in like every way. Besides like maybe like a few in that like the Moonlight set we don't really have a nightmare echo for, but I guess like that. Overall, they're just the Nightmare Echoes are just very much better in that you don't need to activate their skills, which did not feel very good at all, especially if you missed. So now you can just equip it and boom, you got their effect. You're good. Just a vast improvement. I think the echoes in their skills have been a lot more usable, especially in how players actually use them, kind of. If that makes sense. I'm rambling. Yeah. What's in that? Let me just. I did write some notes to you know. I I think the only things that I got left to ramble about are kind of just things I hope to see in the future. Because there are still some things I would like more, to be improved, and what things to see, the. Okay, I guess we don't. Definitely the biggest one is just more men, just more playable men. There's there definitely needs to be a lot more more men limited 5 stars or even 4 stars to be released, because it is I love all the girls. They're very great, but it would be good to have more variety, and to kind of jump off the variety part. I kind of hope we get more skin tone diversity, which I have faith in Curl making very good looking darker skinned characters. If you've seen the I don't remember her name, but from Lilith's patch, a recent character in the China server of Punishing Grey Raven. The boss of that patch is a dark skinned woman, and she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's immaculate design. The only problem I have with Curl and the skin tone issue, I think they're better than Hollow and the design aspect, but they're technically worse and just having more dark skinned characters. Sophia's the is still as of me recording this, Sophia's the only dark skinned character that's playable in PGR, which I think is a little embarrassing, a little lame, and that's definitely something I would like to see change. Hopefully, that will improve after the global sync finishes. Who knows? I definitely will be putting that in feedback. I already do for Wuwa. Like I think having representation is just good. I like having more diversity and more varied character designs. Everyone gets to have something. That's this appeals to me. Yes, good. I will. I will give you money. I don't, so that's kind of how I. It's sometimes I think everyone looks very good, but it wouldn't hurt to have a character with a tan at least every now and then. As well as a man, as well as some men. I think I'm very optimistic about the characters. The 2.0 characters, fantastic designs all around, and some great characterization so far, especially Carlotta. She is a person. She is an actual character. She has a lot of shit going on, and her quest really shows that. You get she is the main focus of the quest. It's not just there's a lot of over Camellia's quest. Camellia has a lot of interesting things going on, and she's a cool, crazy character. But we didn't really learn all that much about her, besides that she'll stalk us in every universe. It's cute, awesome, but I want to know more about you. It's I want to know what else you got going on. which I guess is just Rover. I don't know. And I guess to like kind of like jump off that, like I definitely hope we get like part twos to companion stories, like Camellia, like they kind of alluded to like, oh, maybe like her old or past will like return or show up more, like the members will come when they want to, or whatever, like something like that. And I hope they do. I hope we learn more about like what the hell is going on with her, like before Pedophile Village, because like she's not from there. She wasn't from there. Like she just showed up. Well, like probably also with amnesia, I think. Like it's like she'd be going through a lot of identity loss. Like that's a very fucked up, crazy thing to go through. And it's just must have just like, Rover, I want to fucking beat her ass. And like, especially like, as a follow up to like Shorekeeper, there's definitely a little like, it's like, okay, this is a little too much Rover, a little too much Rover love. I say as if I don't also love Rover. Rover is cool. I like Rover. Rover is a very like, Rover is a good main character. They got like they're very important. They're definitely like they got they got they're a participant in the story, which is very good, and I like that. I just also want everyone else to also be more participants in the story alongside Rover. I think that like Carlotta, she did a lot of shit. Zani and Phoebe, they also did shit. Everyone, everyone interacted. I love that they added like the the dream cat Paul runs thing. I forgot what it's called, but I love that they added that to the overworld. That's like here's a mechanic that's like very useful. It's like I didn't expect it to come back like that, and like you know what? Yeah, why not have like the free dashes to like make exploring like even better. Like we already got like flight now, which is amazing, and I can't wait for it to be added to the old zones. It's like this cannot be a one off. This is so this just adds everything to the world and exploration. Uh, yeah, I think like another thing I very much would of course like is just a better photo mode. Like Carlotta, she's awesome. Well, that was just a very uh, just I don't know what came over me. But, like the photo mode, it could be a lot better. Like my ideal photo mode will forever be Final Fantasy XIV's G pose mode, where it's just like you could get a lot of like you could do a lot in the G pose in FF14. And it's like I want to be able to photograph more, and especially like I would like to be able to like just pause the screen and like be able to like move the camera more and be more dynamic and take like better screenshots. That's like a smaller wish, but yeah, I just I love this game very much, and I'm so happy to see so many people like coming back to it with 2.0, and it's like I hope this game gets like a very active and loving fandom, because like I gotta say my biggest complaint with the fandom right now is just or it's like what the algorithm shows me is just too much too much crowd cap too much like talking about Holoverse and Genshin and all that shit, and it's like I get it. It's not bad to compare, especially since like Wuthering Waves like very like directly takes cues from Genshin, like and like and like I played Genshin. I like played it when that like first came out in like COVID era, and like kind of just stopped. Like not because of like any real problems. I just didn't. It just kind of felt grindy to me, and I was not attuned to gacha games. So it's like very like not what I'm used to. Whereas Wolverine Ray is like I'm a lot more attuned to this shit, so it's easier for me to like get into it. Like I have wooden level 80. I max I maxed this shit out, and which I never did in Genshin because I just Wuthering Waves. It's just very fun, very cool game. I love it. 10 out of 10. It deserves all the admiration and love it gets, and I hope that we get more people that just genuinely love the game and like aren't just like content farming it and just like making like the 50th Genshin comparison video. It's just like I want more people to like love the game, love this incredible game, and just gush about it. Just more people to gush about this game with, and I guess that's maybe a good place to end conclude things and kind of like little call to action. It's just like if you got this far, I would love to hear like what about Wuthering Waves you love so much. Like I love exploring the world. I love playing the characters. They're so fun. They're so cool and flashy, and just feel very well designed. And it's like the story. It's like when the story's finally cooking, Kuro's cooking with the story finally. The characters are really fucking good. I cannot wait for Zani. I would become a whale if I would become a whale for her. And I'm just I can't I can't wait for more. That's all I can really say. I'm very happy with Wuthering Waves right now. I already was, but I'm even more happy, and I hope you guys are also having a very good time with Wuthering Waves. And if you haven't played this game yet, and for some reason watch this video all the way for like, the 38-minute mark, proud of you, happy, thank you. I I hope you also come join Wuthering Waves and also play Punishing Grey Raven. It's a very good game, very good. I love it. 10 out of 10. Alpha Lucia. Okay, that's enough. Hope you all are well and have a very good 2025. As good as we can get in our whatever the fuck this world is. Goodbye.